types of girls you need to avoid. Listen up. This is a very important video, so lock in. We're just gonna get straight into it. Number 1, the astrology girl. I think at this point, everybody knows if a girl is super obsessed with astrology, she's crazy. It's one of my biggest deal breakers. If I'm on a first date, right, and she starts explaining all this and that about astrology, I'm out, bro. I'm out. If she was just casual about it, okay, that's fair. But if she's crazy about it, chances are she's crazy too, so I'm leaving, dude. I'm out of there. But yeah, if you go back to her crib and her room is decked out in astrology merchandise, run. Get the fuck out of that crib. But let's say, in a hypothetical scenario, I decided to date her, right? I'm gonna be lost half the time you're trying to talk to me, bro. Like, I don't know astrology. You're showing me all this compatibility charts and this and that, sun rising, moon rise. Like, what does that all even mean? And apparently it has to do with your personality and your compatibility. No, the fuck it doesn't. It's literally just where the stars were aligned when you were born. That's it. It shouldn't be something you 100% fully believe in. And if it is, well, that's just really stupid. Number 2, we got a toxic girl, all right? Somebody who's constantly fiending for drama, arguments, or just any kind of beef. And sometimes not even with you, just other people in general. You'll just get dragged into it for no reason, just because you're her boyfriend. And she'll sometimes talk about her own beef and will ask for your opinions on it. But when in reality, I don't give a shit about your drama. Like, please shut the hell up. This girl deadass thinks the whole world is just conspiring against her. And she just thinks that everybody wants smoke with her. And that's just not the case at all. She is deadass just living in her own world, bro. And she is like constantly trying to figure out anything that could start some sort of beef, no matter how petty it is. And if you were hypothetically to date this person, this comes with constant blaming, constant arguing, yelling, and having absolutely zero self-awareness. And they're just incapable of putting the blame on themselves. I mean, we all do wrong, bro. It happens. And she always just finds a reason to blame you. But as the person on the receiving end, you may feel like you're just walking on eggshells 24/7. And now for number 3, we got the materialistic girl, or just a gold digger in general. And now, at least to an outsider of the relationship, yeah, it's very obvious. And because of like infatuation and shit like that, it may not be obvious to somebody in the relationship. But this girl will only accept shit from you. Oh, it's a Birkin bag or a Louis V bag. Like, she doesn't care about anything else that you give her. You could have cooked up the greatest gift ever. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take her to this concert, bro. This is her favorite artist. She would love this. And she would say no because she actually physically wants something in her hand that is expensive. Like, are you serious, dude? Like, go fuck yourself, bro. Nobody is buying you a goddamn Birkin bag. And these are the types of people, of course, to bitch and cry when they get something that's not high-end for Christmas. Like, if their grandma bought them a Michael Kors bag for Christmas, they would just start fucking crying and throw it across the room. If you were to date these types of people, yeah, they would just mooch the hell out of you, bro. They would always have you buy expensive shit, and she never once offers to pay for anything, because she has the mentality that guys always have to pay, apparently. And she is most definitely using you. There is no doubt about it. Number 4 is a girl with no ambition. None. No motivation to do anything. These people have no life goals. They don't know what the fuck they want to do with their life. They never want to do anything that's somewhat productive, like go outside. Literally just go for a goddamn walk. Everybody got lazy ass days where they feel like they barely get anything done. But this person's entire calendar is just lazy days. And they do every bad habit in the book. They vape, they scroll on social media endlessly. Of course. I mean, it's not really to anybody's surprise. And these are also the type of people that say they gonna do shit, but they never do it. They never end up getting the fuck up and doing anything because they're just lazy as shit, bro. I don't understand how people do it because I would feel so goddamn guilty if I was that lazy every day. Like, having no goals and ambitions, that is a huge deal breaker for me, bro. And it doesn't have to be college or anything, bro, even if it's just your dream that you're going for. But anyways, next type on the list, we got the person that talks way too goddamn much, bro. Like, please stop for 1 second. Like, let me get a word in, dude. Although I'm just talking away on this video, I'm just fucking talking until I get blue in the face. I would say I'm more of a quiet person in real life. So I would 100% consider myself as somebody who just more or less just listens to people rather than somebody who talks more. But if I can't even get a word in, then there's a problem, bro. Like, nobody is trying to hear about your life story. Like, if I ask you what your favorite place to eat is, there's no reason for you to explain why it's better than every single place in America and this and that, and your entire lore drop about how you grew up eating at this place and talking about every single time time you went, I like, okay, dude, I don't need to know. Like, I'm dead ass cool off the lore drop, bro. Like, I don't need to hear it. Like, I will dead ass hear about their entire day before I can even say a single thing about mine. Next up, we got like the creepy slash desperate girl. I don't really know the best way to describe this one, but I guess the best way I can say it is if you break up with them, you don't want them to go to your house and just fucking stalk you and just be weird. They will dead ass pull up to your crib with no invite when they like barely know you. Like, only real ones can pull up to the crib with no invite. It's a very exclusive list of people, and that crazy girl's not one of them. She is not invited to the function. Like, get the hell out. These are the types of girls that will have you put on your snap map so they can just stalk your location 24/7, and they will dead ass just show up to wherever you're at, and they'll just be like, oh, hi, I'm here. Like, nobody invited you, dude. Get out. But in my experiences, though, there was a friend of mine who dealt with this kind of situation, and she matched 4 of the qualities on today's list. I had invited my friends over, and this girl just deadass pulled up with no invite. I was just like, yo, what is she doing here, bro? And my friend had his snap map on, and I guess that's how she found out. That's why I don't even try and fuck around with snap map, bro. If they have a crush on you, they will do anything in their power to try and talk to you, even if it's just really creepy. And they are D1 social media stalkers too. That's for sure as well. They will go back to your old ass social media pictures. They will find every little detail about you. And they'll probably do some shit like go to your mom's Facebook as well. Next up, we got the nitpicker. All right, this is somebody who fucking criticizes you for every little thing you do. Oh, why are you breathing so loud, dude? Oh my God. Like, shut the hell up, bro. Like, nobody asked for your opinion on my breathing level. And sometimes it will get to the point where you really just can't take it anymore. And if they call you out for something that they do too, oh, they're gonna make up every excuse in the book as to why they do it. They will nitpick the shit out of you, and then they'll just praise themselves like they're the next coming of Christ. Like, they will come up with an entire blueprint as to what you could have done better in that situation, but they don't even think about what they could have done better at all. She will deadass try to convince you and make you believe everything she is saying about you is true. Next type of girl you want to stay away from, the hardcore feminists. The girls that say, oh, men suck, men this, men that. They basically blame everything on men. This type of girl literally gets offended by everything. Literally everything. No matter what you do, she'll find a way to get offended. And she will say, oh, men suck, just like as a joke. But oh, it's not a joke. She genuinely believes that. But oh, it could get way more serious than that. These people could go on rants about, oh, how we don't need men to survive and blah, blah, blah. I've seen that before. But these are the type of people that, I mean, they probably wouldn't even try to date in the first place. But honestly, just stay the fuck away from those people in general. They'll try to say that everything you're doing is a form of, quote, toxic masculinity, which is just not true at all. And if you try to explain to them your point of view, they're just gonna completely ignore you. They're already completely dead set on their beliefs. So at this point, there's no fixing them. I know a lot of guys pull up and say, oh, I can fix her. No, you can't. You cannot fix her. I don't care what she looks like. I don't care how bad she is, dude. There is no fixing her. Just run while you can, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Or this girl can genuinely be the walking embodiment of cancel culture. So soft that she can't even take a fucking joke. Like, she will bitch and cry about how your joke was offensive, even though it was not offensive. Next up, we got the girl that wants you to chase them. I hate playing games to begin with. I think it's all really stupid. But what I mean by this is there was a lady out there on TikTok, right, that was mad that a guy didn't chase her after getting rejected. Bro, you rejected him. What do you mean? He's not gonna drop down on one knee and ask you to marry him if you just rejected him. I can't find that video, but for those of you that saw it, you know what I mean. No one is gonna put in a shit ton of effort when she's putting in no effort, bro. That's not how it works. Because then the dude that's chasing her would just look extremely desperate. So that's not happening. The next one on the list is the flaker. All right. The person that always dips from dates. I mean, this one's pretty self-explanatory. You know why you shouldn't date this one. Even though you got a planned date at a planned time, they don't show up. Or sometimes they'll text you last minute like, oh, sorry, I had this going on. But let's just be 100% honest. Let's keep it a buck for a second. They most likely don't. And if this is the second, third time they've done this, yeah, chances are they are just a chronic flaker at this point. So why even put in the effort? There's no point. If she's the #1 draft pick for the Los Angeles Flakers, bro, don't even put in the effort. Just don't even bother. I know the next one's very niche and very specific, music. But if they are a stan of anything like Taylor Swift, K-pop, or things that girls are usually like a stan of, stay away from them. They're crazy about Taylor Swift, Jungkook, or whoever the fuck. They're crazy too, like I was saying earlier. I mean, if they're a fan of that, okay, whatever. It's not the end of the world. But if it's an obsession, all right, bro, you gotta get out. All right, since I'm a generous guy, since I'm really for the people, here are the best precautions to avoid these types of people. All right, so first of all, you gotta think with the right head. You know, obviously, sometimes you get a little bit of clouded judgment. You know what happens to the best of us. Like, if she bad as hell, like, yeah, a lot of people sometimes just reconsider the red flags or just let it go right over their head, bro. And you can't be doing that. Which kind of brings me to the next step, which is important to read these red flags and just be aware of them. You know, and if whatever she's doing, that's something you're not with, then get the fuck out, bro. Because it will save you so much time, so much energy, and a lot of your sanity. So leave as soon as possible if you notice these red flags. Ask your friends, family, or anybody close to you for an opinion, because they know what's best for you. Because sometimes you may not see the red flags. You're in the relationship and you think this person's great, and honestly, they may tell you otherwise. Your homies know what's best for you, bro. They got your back. This step is very important. Have a set list of like values, physical traits, or just anything you want in a girl. Having this list will help you determine who are the types of people you should date, and is this person a good match for me? Almost 2 years ago at this point, I was down bad for a relationship, and when my parents asked me, yo, what do you want in a relationship? I couldn't answer the question. So just having that in mind will help you so much. And lastly, you gotta know your worth. Your time on this earth is so valuable. You are so valuable. So only give your time to somebody who you think deserves it. Hopefully this advice helped you. Anyways, I'm out. Bye.